Today we're talking all about quantifiers. This is going to tell us the amount of something, the quantity of something that will help us understand what you are talking about. And first, I want to say thank you to Adriana for giving me this topic to help you guys speak English better. Now, this lesson is for if you are just learning English or if you have been speaking English for a while now and you still need help with this topic. Hey, there are some Americans that still need help too. So I'm going to explain this on the board and give you guys a few quantifiers to start using in your sentence correctly. And not only that, you can also write your example sentence down below so that I can help you correct, or other people can help correct as well. All right, I'm LaDoris and I'm an American pronunciation coach. I help you speak English clearly. And also I'm dibble dabbing into English grammar here. I am finding that I'm really starting to appreciate grammar in certain languages, okay? So with that being said, let's get started with the word some. That's the first quantifier. So I'm going to grab some books off the shelf, off the desk here on the table in this room. I don't know how many books are here. I'm just grabbing some out of all of these. Now, mind you, this is messy. Oops. I'm going to show you here. So I went and grabbed some books off the shelf. I'm not actually giving you a specific amount of books that I've grabbed. For instance, I'm not saying I'm grabbing 10 books off the shelf. That's not what I'm saying. I just went and grabbed some off the shelf. And let me show you here. I'm at the library. And I came here and I absolutely just took this shelf right here. I don't know how many it was, but I just wanted to show you that I took some books off of this shelf, okay? If I was to take a few off, I would just grab these right here. I would grab a few of these and they would come off the shelf, but that's not what I did. So now I'm going to give you two examples of these quantifiers that we just talked about, and this is going to help you help you make your own sentences with the quantifiers. And I'm going to actually give you a little bit of context so you can understand where I'm coming from. Wait 1 second before we actually do that. I forgot to tell you what a few means. It's a small quantity of something. So I have 3 objects in my hand right now: index card, a receiver, and a microphone. So when I say a few, it means a small amount of something. Now let's go to the example sentences. So for the first one, the quantifier is some. I want to check out some books. Now, this could be with a friend that I'm with, and I say, hey, before we leave, I want to check out some books. So wait 1 moment. This can be said to, that your child can actually say this. You're at the library and your kid may walk around and they're looking and they're saying, hey, I want to check out some books today. And so you help your child and you search for some books. Some books, they can go home and they can check out this amount of books. Some books is this amount right here. Voila. Now, the second example is, do you have a few Spanish books for kids? In this situation, I'm actually talking to the librarian here at the front desk. And I'm asking her, hey, I want to check out a few Spanish books because I'm teaching my kids at home. And I want to make sure that I incorporate the language into our daily routine. Okay, so check out a few. I just want a few Spanish books. Do you have this on the shelf? Do you have this amount on the shelf? Okay, so I'm saying a few books because not every library in my city has Spanish books. I've gone to some places and they don't have any. They don't have any library books in Spanish there. So that's why I'm going up to her and just asking her, hey, do you have just a few Spanish books that we can check out here? Let's move on to the next set of quantifiers here because we want to make sure that you get at least 2 more under your belt so that you can have more clarity in your conversations and while you're writing your sentences. I'll be right back. To wrap up this lesson, let's talk about two more quantifiers, several and many. Now, several and a few could be a little confusing, make you discombobulated, but let's don't let it do that. Let's talk about the difference. Several means more than a few. So a few could be 2, 3, or 4. That could be a few. But several could be as in 5 or 6. But it's definitely lower than 12, okay? Definitely lower than that number. So many. And in a second, I'm going to show you an example, give you a picture to talk about these two quantifiers. Many indicates a large quantity. And I'll show you when I walk out of the library about many so that you can have a visualization for it. So for an example for these two, I spoke with several parents today. This means that I had about 5 or 6 parents that came and talked to me about their kids or whatever the situation may have been. The second example here is with many. There are so many parents teaching their kids English. And I can't even count how many there are in the world that are like you and I who are teaching their kids another language. There are so many parents out there who are doing it day in and day out and being consistent so their children can be bilingual or a polyglot by the time that they are an adult. So I have some movies on the table here. Let me give you an example of this right here. So for the word many, let's start with this quantifier. Well, you see that I have all of these movies on the table right here, right? If I would say that I wanted to have that I have several movies for you to choose from, I don't really think that I can use this word here. I would actually say many. I have so many movies that you can choose from that you won't have a problem with not finding something that you're interested in. Now, if I have several, I'm actually going to take some of these off the table. Okay? And now I'm going to say, I have several movies for you to choose from. I don't think that you'll have a problem not finding something that your child will be interested in. Okay, so that is a great visualization for those two quantifiers. I'm going to walk around the library and show you over here with these chairs. They have several chairs for you to sit down and do your work. Maybe wait, charge your phone up right here at this phone station. So they have several chairs for you to choose from. Over here, if I say they have so many books, look at all these books on these shelves. I can't even count how many they have. They have so many for you to choose from and to educate yourself on that I don't think that you will have an issue with not building your vocabulary, not knowing how to finish your sentences. Just to give you a recap about what we covered today, we covered the words some and few. Some meaning that it's an unspecified number. Okay, so I just want some candy. A few is a small amount of numbers, okay? A small amount of something. So I just want a few friends to hang out with this weekend, and that is all. I'm meaning like 2 to 4 friends to go kick it with, and we're going to have a great time, okay? So several. This is more than a few. I have several siblings to go play golf with, okay? I don't need a lot of friends to come. I have several siblings. So I'm thinking like 5 to 7 siblings I'm going to go play with, okay? But not more than 12. The last quantifier that we covered today was many. This is a large quantity of something. Think about there are so many animals in the ocean that we can't even count or fathom how many are there. They're still discovering animals till this day. There are so many we can't even count them. Oh my gosh. Okay, so those are the 4 quantifiers that we did today. Thank you so much, Adriana, for giving me this topic because I truly learned how to express myself more and correct myself and help you guys learn and speak English better. With this being said, I'm LaDoris. I'm signing out and I will see you guys in the next video. Choose E. Adios.